Hey everybody, what's going on? Robert French back at ya, aka Red French 5. Coming back at you with a little more Spider-Man. When I left you earlier, I was playing Spider-Man, talking to you guys a little bit about GalaxyCon and I guess I'll jump back into a little bit of that. I do want to share some stories from GalaxyCon because that was a lot of fun, and Comic-Cons are pretty important to me. I always have a good time there. Been collecting comics for a long time, playing video games for a long time. Most all of my life, been collecting comics since I was about 10. Started out with like horror comics, Tales from the Crypt, that kind of stuff, like reprints of the old issues, and later discovered characters like Punisher, Wolverine, and then of course that trickled into Spider-Man. And I've been a huge fan of his ever since. But yeah, we went to this this last con was GalaxyCon here in Richmond, Virginia. That was a lot of fun. We've done a few.
Situation report.
We
Felicia
did one
Hardy,
here in
aka
Richmond
the Black
before,
Cat, is missing,
but
presumed dead.
I'll hold off on that for a
She
second.
had partnered with Magia Don Hammerhead to blackmail the other family's leadership. Hardy betrayed Hammerhead. Using appropriated Sable weaponry, he retaliated, aggressively. Both Hardy and the blackmail material were lost in his attack. Now Hammerhead is out for blood. Blackmail no longer an option. He's gone to the mattresses, hoping to eliminate the other Magia Dons by force. To do this, he's continued to appropriate the heavy arms Sable left when they pulled up stake. We've impounded as much of Sable's equipment as we can, but it may not be enough. It's an all-out gang war, and New York is caught in the middle. But we may have just gotten lucky. The Magia have Hammerhead pinned in the old Harlem sanitarium. If we can keep his men distracted, a small team may be able to infiltrate the building and take him alive.
May be able to.
We've got one shot at this. We have to make it count.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Getting bad down there.
Ready when you are.
Copy that. I'll get him looking the wrong way. You gentlemen ready?
Oh, yeah, it's a new
Spidey.
suit on unlocked there.
Check it out.
Everyone's got some new Spidey
That's not
swag.
regulation, Lieutenant.
Sorry, Captain. Birthday present from the kid. Not every day you run ops with the man,
Yeah, we,
you know?
we did
I'll
a
let it
Comic-Con
slide.
here
This time. Now
in
get back on the ready
Richmond.
line.
Yes, ma'am.
It was kind of a small one. My wife and
Let's do this.
myself, and then my wife and my mother-in-law actually did it the WizardCon. By themselves, they went to that alone. I say something like football, and they went to the Comic-Con, which is completely backwards. Then we went to Rhode Island for a con.
Any of you guys read that
was
chapter
really
in The Art of
cool.
War about misdirection?
That's actually where I
No?
met Stan Lee, the man himself.
The Magia Civil War.
And
Hammerhead's men versus all the other families. And I'm caught in the
basically
middle.
waited in line
Of
for 4
course.
hours to meet him, and it was totally.
Can't believe Hammerhead picked the dilapidated sanitarium for his home base. No, wait. I could totally believe it. Just need to keep these guys focused on me, while Yuri and her team sneak in and grab Hammerhead.
But the GalaxyCon was a lot of fun. I remember a lot of people saying that the Rhode Island Con, like, you know, I had a good time. A lot of people there, though, said it was just a cluster, how they had everything set up. But I'd never really been to a big con like that, so I really had no reference. But just to be able to meet Stanley was just a lot of fun. I wouldn't take back any of the frustration or the lines for anything. But I have to admit, this GalaxyCon was probably the most fun we've had at a Comic-Con. My wife got us tickets for Christmas. Very cool present. We spent 2 days there. Saturday and Sunday. Saturday was pretty busy. I'll kind of go ahead and walk through.
How about Moose? That's a
what we
majestic
did.
animal. Maybe Stingray? We'll stick with the aquatic theme.
B.
Look, I'm spitballing here. Dodge this!
Dodge it. We spent most of the first day walking around just checking everything out. There were a lot of booths set up, of course, with merchandise and making typical stuff, games, and fan-made novelties. Toys, action figures, that sort of thing. Oh, I can't grab this. There we go.
Let's kick it up a notch. Say goodnight.
My wife is a huge fan of the Gilmore Girls,
Neither side is really falling
which
short
is
on
why she
manpower,
really wanted
huh?
to go. And meet...
Yuri, you good?
Confirmed target elimination.
Moving on.
No.
Forget Hammerheads, guys! Concentrate on the spider!
The guy who played Luke
Hammerhead's guys fighting the
Dane's
rest
Scott
of the Maggia is like
Peterson,
coming to a party
Patterson.
where
I
you hate
can't remember his
everyone.
name. I feel so bad.
Yeah, she's good.
And then Sean Gunn, who of course plays Kirk on the show, is also probably most recently known for his work on like Guardians of the
You
Galaxy
keep beating each other
as
up. Just expediting the
Yondo's
process.
main man. Yondo
More
himself was
Maggia
there.
thugs, more Hammerhead thugs,
Michael
more destruction
Worker.
of public property.
So we just kind of walked around, waved to some of those guys, got pictures taken with Sean Gunn and the guy who plays, oh no, and the guy who plays Luke Danes. They had the actors and actresses from
More Maggia thugs, more Hammerhead thugs, more destruction of public property.
or the voice actors and actresses from the original Disney's Aladdin there. They were set up with like Gilbert Gottfried, Frank Welker,
You deserve that!
the voice of Optimus Prime, Peter
I can do this all day, guys.
Collins
though
was
I'd prefer
set up
not
next to them. They had, you know, the voice of Aladdin himself, Gilbert Gottfried, Iago was there. We actually got to sing him Happy Birthday. We went to their panel, their Q&A panel, and just kind of sat in and listened to some Q&A with those guys.
Scared? You wanna be?
I met Tom Welling, got his autograph, got him to sign my Smallville comic issue #1, which is really cool. And, got to talk to him for a few seconds. The guy still looks amazing. I was really like just blown away, like it's like crazy. He's huge. Everybody in like interviews and commentaries is over like, Tom Welling's just so he's a giant. And he really is a big dude. Like I was really surprised meeting him in real life. But yeah, got him to sign my comic. Got a lot of comics signed. That's something else we did. We just kind of walked around. Got Tom Grummett to sign a few issues for me. He was actually doing signings for free. It was really cool. Got to sign like 4 books, a couple of Robins that I've had since like the 90s. Stupid. And
You're gonna be like a bug on a windshield!
Enough with the bug puns already.
not cool.
Does Sable know you borrowed her shields?
Got to meet a few other artists that day. Peter Sami, I think is how you say his name. Oh, come on.
I can handle this.
You know, I know a guy with a
I think
way
his
cooler
wife was
shield.
there.
Nailed him! Too many guys!
wanted to do it all. Met Alex Zavek, which I mentioned in my last video, and I messed up. I got him to sign my Web of Spider-Man 100, not 300.
People know you borrowed her shields?
But his Web of Spider-Man run was one of my favorite runs, and where I met a lot of characters in Spider-Man Rogue Gallery that not a lot of people know about. The Headmen, which I don't know if anybody's ever heard of them, but that was a really weird group. But you can't even touch those. Let's see. This can be tough.
You know, I know a guy with a way cooler shield.
Of course, you know, we ran around and took some really cool photos. Oh man, this stuff is messing me up right here. Get out, Spider-Man, get out. We spent a lot of time in lines. You know, the first day it was pretty packed.
Time to die, hero.
You asked for it.
Oh, what? Does that count? I don't know, I think that should count. For something.
People know you borrowed her shields?
It's gonna be tough right here.
You know, I know a guy with a way cooler shield.
Wow, these guys are just tearing me up.
Let's dump him in the river.
It's really tough trying to tell stories and play this at the same time just to make it a couple excuses.
People know you borrowed her shields?
Every time. I mean, I don't want to get it. Why can't I do something different?
You asked for it. You know, I know a guy with a way cooler shield.
There's a podcast, and I can't think of the other guy, Dana Snyder,
Time to die, hero.
from a lot of favorites on Cartoon Network. Part of it. He's got a friend. I feel so bad because he was there and I can't think of the guy's name. Run away, Spider-Man.
I can handle this cloud. Holy crap! Fuck him up! Nah! This stuff's nasty!
best I've ever thought.
You got a death wish, huh?
That was about as tough as I expected.
Oh,
Better catch up to Yuri.
It's a lot tougher than I expected, to be honest. Man.
Do me a little wardrobe change real quick here. Get out of this English suit. There we go. Go a little more, do we know? You know. Yeah, let's go traditional there. Classic. Who else did we meet? Let me try to think. We got to sing Gilbert Gottfried "Happy Birthday" at the Disney Q&A panel. That was a lot of fun. Let's see. The second day wasn't as crowded. We
Hey
actually
Yuri, we're all good
had
outside.
some one-on-one
How's
time
your team?
with the voice of Aladdin, which of course everybody, like I said, knows is
Oh,
Steve.
bad reception. She must be in the basement or
Full
something.
House,
Gotta catch up to her.
Had a little one-on-one time with the voice of Jasmine. Had some one-on-one time with the guys from Drunk on Disney, Dana Snyder, and I wish I could remember the other guy's name. And actually, I walked around with Dana Snyder looking for
Oh, good.
a
Nice and
beer.
creepy. Definitely not haunted. I know Yuri can handle herself, but something
Which
isn't
we
right
never
in
found,
here.
but like I said, it was pretty.
I've
just
gotta
walking
catch up
around
to
with
her.
him. We did the Smallville Q&A panel, which was really bizarre. People were asking some really strange and silly questions at the Q&A panel for Smallville. I feel like there were questions just solely aimed at either Tom Welling or Michael Rosenbaum, or they were just really bizarre, strange questions for everybody. Like,
Please don't let there be any bathroom ghosts. I can't deal with that today.
oh, somebody's down on the ground. One couple asked, like, which was more likely to exist, like Sasquatch or mermaids, and I don't know, just really, really bizarre questions. And then I finally asked a question for the whole panel, managed to upset John Glover a little bit, which was, you know, not my intention, but pretty fun nonetheless. Michael Rosenbaum had a lot of energy.
Probably not every old sanitarium is haunted by the ghosts
I
of
think
the
this
people who
is
are mistreated there,
the
but
same as set as
this
The
one
Last
almost
of Us.
definitely is.
It's even got the little spores and stuff floating around. Maybe I ought to switch to something a bit more. Oh no, suits are offline. Okay, let's switch to something a bit more protective, especially with not to make jokes or light of any situation, but especially with the corona going around, and I don't know what's in these spore molds, so. We'll go with something a bit more. Really? So I can't run up a wall here. Oh, Spidey sense is down. You got to go upstairs. But yeah, Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum were a lot of fun at the convention altogether. They just, I think they play well off of each other. And then, like I said, Michael's energy was just so high. My wife had to meet him, and he was a lot of fun. We actually started following his podcast, Inside of You, which I have to say, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's pretty awesome.
They're gonna pay, and I'm gonna take their stuff, and they're gonna be dead, and they're never gonna know it.
Just listen to this guy ramble for a minute. I like this music too. This is some good jazzy music right here. They had the Ghostbuster car. They had Knight Rider there. Speaking of Ghostbusters, we could use a Ghostbuster up in this piece. They had the car from Constantine, I think. Or wait a minute. Do you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't think it was Constantine.
Who the hell are you? Here comes the pain!
Yep. Here it comes.
Huh. This looks like Hammerhead's base of operations, but no Hammerhead, and no Yuri.
Not good. I'm telling you, this is the beginning of The Last of Us right here. With all these wormholes and stuff. Oh, the original night. Speaking of scary movies and monsters and stuff, the original creature from the Black Lagoon
Yuri!
was there.
That didn't sound good. Gotta get to her fast.
And I mean, he was. I felt bad for Stanley. Like, I
Need a
felt he was
shortcut.
old. But this guy was like in a wheelchair, and I was just like, geez, like.
They were betting over. Good luck with that. New Yorkers love being told what to do.
It's like, please just let this old guy go. I mean, he was like I said, he was in a wheelchair. He looked I mean, he looked okay. I mean, like, he wasn't like you know. There we go. He wasn't like shaking or on an
Where'd they
IV or
come
anything
from?
like that. But
Who
I mean, I just couldn't
cares?
believe that guy was
Cops
still around.
everywhere, and the
The original
spiders
creature
here
from the
too.
Black Lagoon.
We'll take them out. We'll take them all out.
He had
You know what's in the room?
I should get this guy out of everyone's way.
We guard the room. We ain't allowed in the room.
Real?
Yeah, Lou tried it early.
And?
Hammerhead gave it to material and everything attached to it.
there we go.
Whoa.
Yeah, so quit asking what's in the room.
I got it.
They're guarding whatever's in that room. Could lead to Yuri.
Crazy broad keeps texting me.
Let's do this quietly. Now for the rest.
Let's see how we do this.
What was that?
Oh, no!
Oh. Sort of worked. Okay. That was one of those things where if they see me, she was dead.
What did you hit us with? Messed you up!
That's all of them. Now what did Hammerhead leave a room full of goons here to watch? Let's kick it up a notch! I should have recorded this!
Perfect.
Sable tech. But what's the rest of this
course.
stuff? And how'd Hammerhead get his fins on all this?
I'm trying to think who else they had there. They had Jay from Jay and Silent Bob. He was walking around. He was kind of funny. He was
That's
just
a
like
lot of
walking
live
around
video gear.
like he was just
Pretty
like
sure
at
Screwball would
home
downvote this immediately.
on his cell phone, just walking around like he was
That's
walking around his
new.
hallway and stuff.
Feels too professional for a
There were a few
Hammerhead
people
production.
from Clerks there. Gosh, I can't remember all their names. I feel like such a jerk. Let me see here. I can actually maybe look it up real quick. So you had, of course, like Brian Halloran, Jeff Anderson was there. Jason Mewes.
CCTVs. Yuri's gotta be on one of them. I have to get in there.
Just a lot of
They repurposed the old security system.
just a lot of
Come on, Yuri.
fanboy favorites from
I'm a
you know,
gentleman.
not only today but
You
from
did
my
not.
childhood as well.
You could have come right in.
No.
You know, I think I got overall like 13 comic books signed.
You had to go and
5
sneak
various
around.
artists and
That's the problem with you new
various
cops.
artists and writers.
No respect.
It was a good time too. I mean, you know, with everything going on right now, this virus that's spreading, and the fear that's gripping the city, like right here. It's a good time that we went. A lot of the stuff's getting shut down right now, so we got to meet a lot of people and do a lot of things before a lot of the stuff got taken off the board. You know,
Of course, used to be. We earned your respect. You
another
hit
couple
us,
of weeks,
we hit
you know,
back.
a lot of these people would be,
made you know your place.
you know, requested not to appear, not to
Gave
show
you
up.
fear.
And I follow a lot of stuff on Twitter, and a lot of the writers and artists that I follow today, like Greg Capello, stuff like that. They've got
Now,
conventions and stuff coming up that they've just got to cancel. I think Michael
Now you
Rosenbaum's
think
had a
a
couple of
stiff
things
breeze
he's had to
will
cancel
blow us
because of this virus thing going around. So we took a good time. You know, thank God my wife is smart. You know, she got the tickets when she did for a really good price, and we got a chance to go when we did. Truly once in a lifetime stuff.
time to bring the fear back.
Just got to meet Todd McFarlane next, I think, and everything will be.
Drop the gun! Hands behind your head!
So many other favorites
about
from my
no?
childhood and
Captain.
today, and I think a lot of movie fans would be
sorry.
excited if they got a chance to meet
Do
him
it!
before
Now!
a fanboy of
There he
30 years
is.
to get to meet
There's
this guy.
the
That's
fear.
pretty awesome.
To a
And then,
cat.
like I said,
Do
meet
it!
other artists and writers and
Ah!
have conversations with them. Things are pretty awesome. So I look forward to doing more and more writers and artists. You know, like big on the bar. Big like New York, California. Things ever get back to normal, hopefully.
Yuri! Yuri, where are you?
But anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I've kind of, I guess, shared as much as I wanted to from the conventions. This looks like it's about to. Oh no. Yeah, this little segment here looks like it's about to wrap up as well. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening to me ramble a little bit. Look for more content to come, especially now that we're all kind of stuck at home. And remember to follow me on Twitter, like, comment, share, all that jazz. And until next time, remember, anyone can be a Peter Parker, anyone can be a hero. So, thanks for watching, guys. Later.